an answer to almost everything that was thrown
I
at
mean,
us, which was good.
it's always very nice when you look at the draft and you have save, for your carries, for your cores. Makes the game easy to play. You don't see every single team prioritize that. But for me, I
Mhm.
I like it a lot because you take an extra box in a draft. It means that you have more tools to work with, and it makes it easier for your teammates to play. And I always talk to you about I like to favor the draft that has a lower ease of execution. So the easier to play draft, the more I favor it.
Yeah, I hit my ulti on one target, they will stay alive at least for 5 seconds. Done, easy. Troll. I hit my
Well,
ultimate.
except
Yay.
except against AA, you need to be careful. You need to time it a little bit because you can't have your ulti, the heal come when the AA ice blast is still on you.
Do you actually think like Ancient Apparition is still like I have not seen AA at all.
He
Um,
was he was quite popular like 2 weeks ago in the Chinese leagues, but
mhm. But
not
where's
every
he's
region.
not right now though. Like I haven't seen him in the last week, and like I've
He,
been watching games
he
from three regions.
he didn't get any changes to be honest. But I don't really like the hero so much because I feel like
Mhm.
I mean it's not like the hero is bad or anything. I just feel like he's not very suitable in the meta because it's all about run at you, right? And the
Yeah.
supports generally you want supports that have very very strong fighting capabilities by itself, or you want supports that can push a lot of push the creeps wave clear on position 5. And A is like he doesn't do either of that, and he needs someone else. Like when you draft A, you need to draft another hero for the ice blast. You can't just draft A. Oh, I want to draft A, whatever, screw you, you're gonna land your ice blast on, you kind of don't want that.
No, not unless you're willing to play him like a mid hero, like core AA,
Oh,
which
oh,
it became
core
a little
A.
bit more valid, right?
Yeah, sure, because of the changes to the chilling touch.
Yeah. Uh, hang on. It's early morning. I'm gonna actually do this on stream. I'm destroying my prop. But thank you to our sponsors, Monster, for keeping us energized, and LoopBet, the official betting partner of the BTS Pro Series. Cheers.
Cheers, Toby. Have your caffeine.
Oh, I need it, man. I need it.
So TNC goes for this Nature's Prophet, which tells me they pick the Nature's Prophet after seeing the Lich, because Nature's Prophet is very good against Lich. Nature's Prophet
Ooh.
core. And now Geek fan picks Terrorblade is also very good against Nature's Prophet in a lane, because you have high base armor. You don't really care
Mm,
so much of the the Treant harass on you.
yeah.
It's a
And
great pick.
I'm just loving the potential team fights that are just going to come the way of Geek
Uh,
Fam. Like
and this is also
how
sorry,
they
this
seem
is
so
also a
hard.
pick.
They seem so hard to kill. Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah, sorry. That is
they are very hard to kill, but the Terrorblade is also like he will deal with the troll, at the same time. He's like a counter
Mhm.
to call matchup counter. It's very hard for troll to out carry against Terrorblade.
Yeah.
I mean, this
So
is the problem
you
when
then
they
have to
pick the
push
troll.
faster. Do you
Uh,
just push fast? You add more pressure. You like pick up like a DP and just run down the lanes.
yeah, possible, or even a Husker, because they have Oracle Husker is also possible.
Uh
I
huh.
think GeekFan has to probably ban that one. I don't. I mean, I'd much rather fight the DP than the Husker. Unless the last pick they have is going to be able to solve that. They move the Void Spirit off lane and put someone else mid. Because if Void Spirit is mid, then you're not gonna be happy against Husker.
I don't even know who really like beats the Husker. They could just go the safe part, the safe route, and like there's still at least for TNC, like you can get like a Dragon Knight that can come in to be their 2 role. Uh, if Geek Fam aren't going to mess with them too hard,
Hmm.
that gives them some push of their own and some frontliners.
Depends on how they see the game. If they want to push, that's definitely possible. Or they want to pick a hero that can counter the Terrorblade illusions. Any hero that can clear the illusions. We don't really see much of Leshrac and Zeus. Those are the two heroes that can clear the illusions. Tinker, all these heroes are long forgotten
Uh
because the
huh.
meta right now needs you to be able to push the towers because the game is very very quick, and those heroes are not considered quick heroes.
They take out the Queen of Pain, so goodbye to that easy rotating burst damage. Oh yeah, where's our Storm Spirit? Hey, look, it's Tails Prophet. On the other side though, but it still works for Geek Fam. This now pushes Void Spirit into that 3 role
Or maybe the DP is a trio. Who knows?
or
I mean, it's definitely
DP.
possible.
I suppose DP would be just as sustainable in the off lane.
Yeah, and you have Shaker to block the creeps for you. It's a pretty
Mhm.
decent lane.
Actually, how does it work with Void Spirit
Oh,
Shield? Does Oracle's Fortune
Seconds
End
remaining.
take that off?
let me check. Let me see.
I
I don't know.
haven't seen that style of interaction. But it would be a pretty damn like it's like
Yeah,
taking off an iron shell.
you can. You
Uh,
can. It's
you can.
dispellable.
Okay, so that would actually really mess up the voice spirit. So yeah, maybe he should go towards the mid lane and away from the Oracle. And the
Ooh,
Necrophos. We'll end it
Oracle
for
Necrophos.
TNC. That's problematic for a Terrorblade who likes to play on the edge before sundering.
And you can also kill the illusions pretty easily in the early stage. Spam your Death Pulse. Group up and push. I guess you're not going to want to go Radiance on Necrophos this game. You go for fighting items, team items. Nature's Prophet could buy the... Maybe you can buy...
What are your fighting items for a Necro? Like
Greaves this game is good because you can
it's
remove the silence. You can remove the... actually,
10
just the
seconds
silence.
remaining.
There's
so
nothing
yeah,
else you can remove.
so it's all about like like Necro getting the sustain. So Prophet
5
would then have to
seconds
get like
remaining.
more combat kind of style.
Yeah, Orchid into maybe carry build, Shadow Blade, BKB. The other option I see possible is if the early game goes very well for TNC, maybe they can go Necrobook on the Nature's Prophet and they just try to push and finish the game very early.
Mm.
Because if you look at Geek Fam, their heroes, TB and Death Prophet have very, very long cooldown spells. You know, if you bait them into a fight, meta and the ghost is popped, and you run away, reset, they don't really have much to defend the towers. You know, Lich, yeah, you can cast your armor, but the other three heroes don't really have too much damage, as long as they have a pipe on either the Necrophos or the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah. So at this point, like we said at the very start, like who's going to have the ease of execution? That's the team we currently go with. Does it actually feel like TNC has that ease of execution? Like the
No,
gameplay
no.
sounds right, but it feels like Geek Fam just kind of like stand and deliver what they've got.
Straightforward. Geek Fam is straightforward, easier. They have a carry, they have a win condition, they have a tower killer, a DP, and then they have a Void Spirit that can catch heroes. DP probably will buy all the team items if needed, and Void Spirit is going to be building the utility / initiating items. So I would say they have a much more straightforward draw. Everyone has a very clear designated role. It's very easy to pinpoint what they should do with their lineup.
Well, let's see if they can actually execute it, and we'll also see the skill level. If there's one team to do it, hey, it could also be Fnatic, but hey, we'll go with TNC because they're here in the game trying to battle against to get to Fnatic. And the laning phase will have KP taking that Necro to the off lane. Good thing to note. He'll be there with Tims, and that puts Mel on Mr. Nature's Prophet heading towards the mid.
Oh, mid Nature's Prophet.
It is
Nice.
mid Nature's Prophet, just to mix things up a little bit. And how's it work for Geek Fam? Cuckoo's hovering around, looking to go towards top, so it will be the Void Spirit in towards the mid lane. And that leaves Terrorblade down on the safe. And we've already got the Dire Observe Ward placed down pretty early on. So early information from TNC, and we'll see how they want their lanes to go from here. Hey, how do you want it matched up? Is KP still just going to be fine no matter what to play on this off lane?
No, as long as he's laning against the TV.
30
You want the
seconds to
Necrophos
go.
against TV. It's perfect for them. He's gonna be able to pressure him. Who's going to be his partner at the bottom lane? Probably the Lich, I guess. You want the Lich at bottom.
Hey, Mon, don't anger the big man. Pulling Roshan out of the pit. And Cuckoo, a little bit far forward. Gabby, all right, never mind. You've got yourself Spirit Siphon. That's going to be some good damage, but he doesn't have a lot of charges left. Gabby is pretty low. And Whitemon, as well as Cuckoo, with the Frost Blast. Gabby, 2 more attacks. Both of them fly forward. Oh, 7 HP. He's back to the tower. March, trying to create some extra space. He's the man who died many, many times for TNC yesterday. But today, he saved his one position. The trade-off will still come in the form of what? Like 2 bounty runes, so out of it, the only thing that gets burned is consumables on top lane.
Well, the consumables is a big deal for the lane. Yeah, it's a very big deal. He's sending, I think he's sending a salve. Is that his? Yeah, it's his salve.
You got 1 salve and 1 sentry.
I think overall, I like the bottom lane from Dire for sure. So mid lane, I feel like Void Spirit should be able to lane against the Nature's Prophet. In theory, with your pulse, your resonant pulse. So I think this lane should be 50-50. Maybe Nature's Prophet advantage.
They're going again on Gabby to fissure block. Zephyr's got it, and Gabby is dead. Spirit Siphon slowed him down more than enough. He's trying to get to himself. Wait, he lost vision. Nope, got it back.
Oh, this is all happened because of the early fight. He didn't have a lot of HP when he went to the lane.
It also happened because of Zephyr's positioning. He came up to try and battle against March. I think he actually came to do the warding, but it forced the courier with the Salve to go the long way around, so it didn't actually reach him in time. And now March is caught on the wrong side of the tracks. Gabby's got to kind of cut the way through to help him. Nope.
I mean, this is also happening because March went for boots first, you know. He only have one tango and one boots at level 1. He didn't have like a salve. So the lane is like, right now DP is having a very, very comfortable time. There's a double wave pushing into the tower. Oh, Shaker wants to pressure here. Oh dear, this Oracle is not having a good old time here. It's getting pushed away.
This is exactly when they want to pressure. The CS is terrible right now for the Dire side compared to the Radiant. More pressure being applied. Fissure is available. They look towards the Oracle. Fissure's able to connect. And that means Cuckoo chalk up another one. Both kills going to this offlane Death Prophet so far.
Yeah, this lane has been... I think this lane is like technically already gone for TNC. Geek Family is in full control of this lane thanks to the early fight at the Bounty Rune and the Oracle going for a greedy boots first build, not buying too much regen to the lane. So can they salvage this in the other lanes? How are the other lanes doing? Nature's Prophet is doing even against the Void Spirit, and Necrophos is not winning the bottom lane. He's actually 6 to 11 to the Terrorblade.
Yeah, this is,
I guess the Lich,
not great.
This is the Lich factor, and he has a Clockwork. The Clockwork can't really fight the Lich at level 1.
Maybe we'll see a change once like Armel gets a couple of extra levels. Like at that point, like he got Wrath of Nature, he's got his ability to TP around. They can start playing more. Oh, okay, March. You definitely reveal the fact there was an Observe Ward up on that hill. Fissure block and Zephyr will walk away.
Yeah, he knows. Pinging it.
Yeah, he attacked from down the ramp up the ramp. I do like Armel's approach to try and actually like win the lane against Carl at least. Like having this Blightstone, he's always sending his treants forward, so like you try and absorb the damage, but like it gets taken off pretty quickly by Armel.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I feel like the Void Spirit, as long as he's getting levels, if you're not losing in terms of CS, you're happy, you know? You're not meant to win this lane anyway. You are the one who wants the levels so that you can rotate later. And Nature's Prophet is the hero that's lane dominator, you know? So he cares more about winning his lane.
So far, it is most definitely. I wouldn't say it's an even trade. Like, it feels like Carlo's ahead. Everyone's trying to stack and pull.
Networth is not ahead. I think he killed a lot of the treants, so he has a lot of CS.
That's true. Yeah, he's at 1500 compared to the 1700 of the Prophet.
So Necrophos is slowly gonna start to dominate this lane. He's gonna be level 4 soon. Terrorblade just popped his meta to get some last hits. And he has that Ring of Tarask so that he can lane. So overall, the Necro should start to dominate this lane right now. And we're gonna look to see whether the Nature's Prophet is gonna decide to rotate top or bottom with the Catapult Wave.
Nature's Prophet's really hitting into Carl. I suppose he's still got some bottle charges, but it still feels a little too close for comfort here.
Yeah, too close for comfort. He needs to get a rune right now.
He doesn't also know exactly when Armel's going to hit 6, but yeah, he's moving over for the 5-minute rune. If the Treant gets it right and actually gets the denial, I'll be even more impressed with this.
No, I'll leave the game if that happens, Tobi. If the Treant actually...
That's to attack fast and you can bottle click. Fissure's out, Oracle's in trouble, March on the run up the hill, and the Courier's running along with March. The Courier will survive, but March will not. Yeah. Carl will definitely have a lot of problems if that happens. But underneath the tier 1 tower, Raven will put a lot of problems of his own. Trying to cut through the tree line. He's got the shields from Lich. Now the Frostblast in a second. And he'll need to do it because him and Valerie is sold. Oh, the cogs! It pushes Raven far enough away so KP can't get close enough. Courier still making its own run too, so that's not where it wants to be. The Wrath of Nature from Nature's Prophet helping to ensure it, but at the same time, Carl goes for his own jump. Getting very aggressive.
I think he was watching... He was watching the bot lane, that's why he got killed. He wanted to TP to bottom lane with the first catapult. And now Radiant's gonna be able to hold it. Dire they have a glyph, but they're not using it. So the catapult is gonna die here. So the first catapult has been killed. This is a very, very big deal when you're playing against Nature's Prophet.
Oh,
Lich died. Right.
yeah. Tim's tracked him down to the tier 2 tower.
You were busy bullying me in the lane. Now it's my turn, says Cutler.
Yeah, I love those solo kills. Anything that gets him up to level 6 a little bit faster. Speaking of that, DP's hit level 6 too, so you've got your exorcism available if you're looking for a little bit more tower pressure.
They should move top with either the Void Spirit or what? They're both TPing middle. One of them should definitely go top now. I think he won the Void Spirit. I think Lich could go top, but he doesn't have boots. I think the Void Spirit should move top to use the Ghost right now to pressure the tower. But they already missed the timing. See, now the catapult is dead. If they TP top just now with the Void Spirit, they would have actually been able to use the catapult. Like, all these small details actually means a lot for heroes like DP, Dragon Knight. And bot lane, Nature's Prophet has a TP, he has ulti, he's going bot.
I'll see if they can find an opening. Raven, no level 6 just yet, so no Sunder available. KP staying with them. And Zephyr
nice.
looks for the Fidge, but Tim's battery assault will make that almost impossible. Extra support arrives from March. He'll actually secure the kill on Raven, but now Whitemon, who came in to try and help out, ends up feeding just another kill. The Clockwork Rocket gives all the information they need against Zephyr, and KP's got level 6 up and running, and he won't hold it. Like I've seen in the game yesterday, and it's S4 who dare be used. It took him 20 minutes. Okay, never mind. He will hold it. Tim's will just get the kill.
I mean, they still didn't able to use the DP ulti. I think the TB should not stay bot. He stayed bot too long. It's a dead lane. He needs to go. Either he goes to jungle or he TP's top. Use meta to push with the ghost. You know, they are not using this. Like DP won her lane so much. She did a good job in the laning phase, but the team is not using the advantage that the DP has claimed from the laning phase. You know, like they are missing their timing. They lost their safe lane tier 1. And right now, KP is feeling very, very comfortable right now with the double bracer and his level 6.5. Like things are suddenly turning so well for TNC just because their opponents didn't capitalize on the lead they get on the DP.
Yeah, they gave him the opening they needed. So Gabby can just hit up on top lane and continue his farm, getting up to Diffuser Blade, and the rest of TNC look like they're pretty ready to fight.
I mean, you look at what Geek is doing, they're basically defending their area. They're not looking to attack though. I think if you have an advantage, you should look to attack. If the game was not going this way, the DP had a okay or poorer start, then I think it's fine that they are doing this, you know, playing more defensive. But,
it's actually kind of funny to watch Tim's position too. Like he was sitting and just stalking Raven. Yeah, mid lane, they're going on to Armel, Sprout, and TP. Can anyone see inside that? Now they can, and as soon as the gate, Whitemon can pull him back out again. Tims tries to help out, but now all he can do is just hog trap himself in with Carl, who wants to finish the job on Tims. Tims has some distance, however. Up, down, around, really trying to juke this out, and at the end of the day, Carl still gets a double kill.
I mean, this tower is very, very important. They are, given KP is TPing in to defend this tower, they should not give this tower up easily. But no one else has TP. Okay, so I guess this tower is gone. Oracle has no TP. It's way too late already. They have to focus on the... Yeah, they have to focus on the runes right now in the outpost.
Well, they're going to go for Raven. Clockwork's TPing in. The Observer was down for the Radiant side, so they did see Tim's arrive. Battery Assault going to work. Carl ready to fight once again as they battle for the outpost, but now it will actually just be a 1-1 trade up at top lane. March underneath the tier 1 tower. Cuckoo just diving him in so easily after Zephyr sets up with the initial fissure. The things did start to look like they're going to go the way of TNC, but Geek Fam taking the tier 1 tower in mid, moving well across the map. It seems now they're actually getting something from the lanes.
Yep, and they need to kill this tier 1 top ASAP to open the map for the TV, so the Terrorblade can farm this area right here. He wants to go there, but only when the tower is down. So Carl is taking the dead lane right now. He's an elusive hero. Pretty hard for them to kill him. And mid lane, catapult wave with the Troll and Necro has come over to pressure with the... Look, the 3 cores went to the same lane to push the tower. Look at how TNC is using the catapult.
They really want to make sure that they can get a good trade-off, but it's TP coming the back line. Death Prophet doesn't have exorcism for 30 seconds. The TNC feeling like they may just have the sustain because there's a lack of physical damage. Cogs creating space on the side. That's a double damage Void Spirit, which has now worn off. The TNC get the objective, no trade-off, and they're buying time as well for Marsh to hit level 6, so they get the save they're looking for.
Terrible needs to get out of here. He's in the dead lane. He has to run away soon.
Clock's got 6. Look at the illusions. They're blocking the line, so Tim's can't find an angle. That observer ward just north of the outpost, letting him know about the danger coming in.
Yeah, you saw how TNC values the mid tower. They defended their own to the last man, or maybe not to the last man, but they sentry man there. And the moment they had the opportunity to kill the middle tier one, they took it with 3 cores. And now Geek fam again, trying to defend their area. They're smoking back to their own jungle. Corework seems to be the target.
Rockets reveal. He's got to probably hookshot himself in if he's going to split up this line. As the jump is just way too good. Easy sound over on the Necro. And Chain Frost, well, very ineffective. In fact, oh wait, that Ironwood tree just dropped. Cuckoo will grab that one. And Clockwork trying to retreat back out again. Hook shot, body blocked by Carl. March is there to help him, but he doesn't have level 6. He's just short of the experience. And now the Fisher also connects, so Cuckoo could just keep on going up the hill. And that is a value exorcism. 3 heroes being dropped.
That was a bit unfortunate. Teams on the call, he actually predicted that they are gonna smoke. He knows they're gonna smoke, but he was he predicted they are coming from here. So he was like standing a bit to the left. So when he broke the smoke, they were already here on the high ground. So it's very late for the Necrophos to react, to run away. So Necrophos couldn't get away, and he died. And they both gave up their lives for nothing there. If the call died, Necrophos survived, that would be super ideal for TNC. But it wasn't the case. So props to Geek fam, getting the 2 supports as well along the way with the ghosts.
And so TNC, things start to level up a little bit more. They've had most of the advantage for this game, but the experience has started to swing a little bit the way of Geek fam.
They have to reclaim this area again.
Oh, Clockwork's coming. Hookshot and off target. Had the observer ward, so they did see Lich as they drop their own sentries, and it's just sentry for 2 sentries. Is how this battle goes. They don't get the radiant obs, but they do look for the tower. Every time Exorcism is down, they look to fight as Clockwork. Tim's, that's aggressive. Right to the front line. Only 4 heroes have almost got Lich down, but almost is not dead.
Oh, that was greedy. Very, very greedy.
It's like you're gonna come down the ramp at him. If you actually had KP in range, you could have Reaper Scythe the Lich down.
Listen to the master. Don't take the low ground. Take the high ground always. The master is always right. And now the Terrorblade is in the perfect place. He saw the enemy team and bot, so he goes to the top jungle. The enemy jungle is the safest place right now here. And Nature's Prophet is alone. He's gonna TP bot. He's gonna fight.
Right on top for the Lich. Chain Frost can easily be split out. And now they re-established vision control. They still haven't got this Radiant Obs. It's so good there. And between 2 sentries, it's getting so much information on TNC's position.
Terrible is having a good old time. Thanks to the bot.
Yeah. Kind of forgot about him.
Yeah, of course. He's been jungling. Your favorite thing to do in Dota? Jungle. Hit creeps.
Hey, it used to be. Back when creeps would spawn in 30 seconds, and now worth more. And Nature's Prophet could just be a full-on jungler.
Well, you have an extra excuse now. I'm just trying to farm my neutral items, guys, and I'll give it to you.
Let me just go. Let me just pick lead your commander and see if you say the same thing.
Perfect excuse. Here, you can have the Philosopher's Stone. I farmed it for you. Nobody's gonna report you. Perfect. Oh.
They're going for runes.
Steal the rune.
No, Void Spirit.
Oh, jabated.
Oh, Tim, that just disappeared from in front of you, man. You know something is up. He'll dodge at least one part of this, try and cut through the cogs, keep the Terrorblade out, but begins its own TP. Anyone gonna stun? It's a Yule Scepter from Death Prophet. Cuckoo arrives just in time. And up we go again, and down we come to die.
Alright, so Tro is gonna have his diffuser. He opted to go for a diffuser. I thought he was actually gonna try to go for Battle Fury to try to deal with the illusions, but I guess they want to hit a fast timing. Diffuser plus Necrophos where he's buying. What is he buying? Gills. He's not completing the pipe.
Diffuse also like messes with Terrorblade, right?
But then it also messes with you because of the reflection.
That is true. But if you can burn off all the mana of Terrorblade,
Ghost.
troubles right now for KP. Attempted save, but the silence a little bit too good. Necrophos. All right, false promise is required from you, March. If KP is going to survive through this. Okay, he's just running.
What happened to sacrificing yourself for the call?
Yeah, I don't know. March, you've changed, man. You've changed.
I blame you, man. You're always saying, "Oh, March is dying again. March is dying. He hurt you."
Oh, hey, March is dying again. March is dying again. You're also just going to cancel that TP out. Looks like Cuckoo does not want to hang around, but it's still more than enough damage to kill him. There you go. He died, but not for the cause.
I mean, this Terrorblade is getting way too much, man. He was like a fourth or fifth in the net worth. 3
Echo
minutes,
Slam,
3 minutes
bottom
ago.
lane, and Blink Dagger is up and running for the Earthshaker, and it's done in style. Just exploding Armel.
Yeah, he was a bit too careless about playing on the dead lane. Like when the wave is here, you kind of have to be more careful. Use your treants to push up. So top lane, we see Dire is trying to kick the TB out of the jungle here with the diffusal on Troll. He knows it. He's gonna run away. But if they can get one more hero top, they might be able to set up a vision and take a fight here. But Terrorblade opts to do the safe thing. This is when you know the carry is a very stable player. He just TPs to the other side of the map the moment he sees the enemy team rotating towards him. He doesn't even try to think about, oh, whether we can fight it right now, you know. He just knows that he needs to finish his Manta, he needs more, the Skadi even, to carry the game, so he's not taking any chances. Certain carries, more aggressive carries, will try to take a stand. But I, on the other hand, prefer carries like that do this, you know, the general carry. Play safe, you know. Don't try to risk anything.
Dude, this is Raven. Like, come on. This guy has carried so many late games. It's good.
Yeah, but there are also cases where you prefer your carry to be more risky, you know. Like some games, especially the games when you're losing, if the carry doesn't try to take any risks, you're not going to be able to get yourself back into the game.
Well, Beep Beep, Geek Fam looking to come forward. KP presenting himself for a moment. Inside the tree line. Clockwork. He's going to have to be on point for the engagement. They're actually going to get all the way around the back. Death Prophet is caught on the wrong side of the tracks, but they don't know. Death Prophet still doesn't join this fight. A double fissure. KP getting pulled back in towards the red. Death Prophet is actually keeping Clockwork out of this fight. And Necro, is there a save? Is Oracle going to get there in time? March was too far away. And now it's up to the Death Prophet to get more of these kills. The Chain Frost, TNC, that'll do a lot of the work from Geek Fam. But Gabby still up and fighting, but that won't be much longer. The core is here. He's stable and he's killing them all.
I think this game is it's in full control of Geek Fam right now. They managed to defend their area. I think there was a bit of miscommunication for sure from TNC. It shows that they're not together playing. Because I think KP really wanted to go up and take this area. He wants to take this farm away from the Terrorblade. As long as the Oracle, I think if the Oracle stays with him, gets the false promise off, the fight is Dire's to win. You know, pretty sure that will happen.
Yeah,
but I think March didn't want to.
This division can't be there, though. Geek Fam saw everything coming. TNC weren't there to get rid of anything. You look for the sentry wards, but nothing seemed to be dropped.
They needed to smoke if anything as well, if they wanted to go up the high ground at least. But right now it's the Outpost and Bounty Runes. Outpost seems like it's gonna be one apiece unless TNC can do something to the bottom Outpost. Radiant wants to contest the top bounties. Shot.
Yeah, found his target. That'll be well, not the easiest kill. Armel will arrive, but there's yep. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. All right. Let's just walk away and start again.
So Bounty Runes is TNC at TNC has 3 Bounty Runes. So okay. 3-1. And now we see a smoke. They have Exorcism up again. They're smoking towards the pocket here. Helm's Deep. They know the carry is usually farming here. Where's the Oracle? Can he save the troll?
They saw Gabby jump in so quickly with the Echo Slam. Where are you, March? He's there. The false promise comes out just in time to keep him alive. Kuka will set him up with the Yule Scepter. Down he'll come again. Is there enough heals to actually keep Gabby up and fighting? He's so low. And up once again into the air. Cuckoo and Zephyr are lost, and Gabby, the Yule Scepter has actually helped him to be able to survive this. You cannot say the same for Carl. And in fact, Lich might also be a little bit too close, and they're looking to have his mana as the hook shot pushes forward. The cogs push him back, and a lot of pushing. 4 heroes lost for Geek, fam. They tried to breach Helm's Deep, but Gandalf arrived.
Oh, you actually watched the movie?
Who hasn't watched that movie?
Oh, that was actually, you know the Oracle, do you see what the Oracle was doing? I think he was using the courier initially, that's why he was moving backwards, and I think you got a bit nervous. Oh my god, the Oracle, what is he doing? He's not gonna get his ulti off in time. He ran back, I think for 1 second, and then he realized
it looked like hesitation. It's like, wait, is March there?
I don't know he was using the courier. He was using the courier.
He's there in body, but maybe not in camera.
But in the end, he got a clutch ulti off, so that one false promise managed to change the fight, turn the fight around. So they get an Aegis, that's their price, but still, Raiden is still in a reasonable position in the game.
Yeah. You never really get out of the fight as long as your Terrorblade's getting bigger and bigger, right? He's the
elk.
Condition.
He's the elk.
He's the no. We're not going down that line again. But he is that hallelujah save during the team fight. It could really cause some problems for TNC. But it also felt very odd, right? Like in that fight, both the Yule Scepters were used to send Gabby up and towards the air, as opposed to just like getting that last bit of damage into him. I think it was so Geek Fam could try and escape, or
they wanted to delay his ultimate because he was able to get his battle trance off, so they just wanted to kite him, but it wasn't. He actually was able to get enough lifesteal, so he survived with the false promise, and just they didn't have enough damage to finish him off. You know, they couldn't get a good echo slam. I mean, Clockwork has been doing a very good job. Like he's just like been eyeballing the Shaker. I'm not gonna go on anyone else except you. I'm gonna be on you the whole time, and he's absolutely right. In the fights, you see a big difference. If Echo Slam is able to come out, the fights are going to be easy for Raiden, you know. If he can't get an Echo Slam off, even if the Clockwork doesn't kill the Shaker, it doesn't matter. As long as he stops the Echo from going off. And even the Fissure, you know. Those are two very, very big spells in the fight.
Got a Blink Dagger from Cuckoo.
Huh? Cuckoo?
Yeah. Cuckoo?
Blink?
Yeah.
So he wants to get to the Oracle. I guess that's fair.
Must be. Get the back lines. If you can get the silence onto March and have the exorcism on top, and maybe you can kill him.
Yeah, but I feel like right now he has no armor item. He's actually very weak in the team fight. He dies easily.
That's why you normally build like a Shiva's guard on a DP or something along those lines.
Shiva's Lotus is kind of nice when they have Orchid, but they don't really have Orchid. So Shiva's is the next item you would think of. So right now, Dire claims the tier 2 uncontested. Raiden doesn't want anything to do with it. They just want to farm the map and wait out this Aegis.
Yeah, they're trying to finish the Skadi on Terrorblade.
Yeah, this is a big item. Very, very big item. It counters the Troll and the Necrophos. Actually, it counters the Oracle too. Because you can't... It works with the Oracle here, right? So because it's all heals.
Yeah.
It's like a vessel.
All heals by 35%.
Oh, so that's actually a very, very big item here for Terrorblade. You finish the Skadi, you wait for the Aegis to expire, then you take a fight. That is the immediate plan. You hold this area. The Radiant's Helm's Deep. Defend.
Now you can actually put that Aghanim Scepter of Void Spirit to work as well. Picked that one up fresh, going in for the Octarine Core as his next item. 4-star is taking a while for Lich to get there. But you're getting both 4-star from both the supports from Geek Fam, so maybe then they have an answer to Sprout and Cogs.
Runes. This Aghanim's on Void Spirit, I think, is too much. Like, why does he have? Why does he have silence and 2 charges? Like, if anything, if he upgrades it into 2 charges or silence itself, you know, I think it was already a worth it Aghanim's. But he has both. How is that fair, Tobi? How?
I'm sorry. Have you got issues, WinteR? Like, it's real surprising for you to have issues with something in Dota.
Why not? Why am I not allowed to have issues?
I'm sorry.
You
That's
look
not
at
the way the Dota scene works. Please take what iStroke feeds you.
You look at his eggs and you look at someone else's eggs. Like let's say like a Terrorblade. Okay, and never mind. Terrorblade X is actually legit right now. It's super legit.
In the words of Lacoste, every single time you start talking about imbalance, just like people just put some OS frogs. The Samoa's frogs for winter. That's all he really needs.
Why am I not allowed to complain now? I have to just sit down and take it?
Yes.
That Void Spirit has this
Yes.
Aghanim's?
You're a married man. You should know what that's like.
I mean, that only happens when...
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
How do you want to go with this one?
It happens.
Is your wife in earshot right now?
Why are you trying to get me in trouble?
Clip it and send it to his wife. She probably not. She doesn't watch. She doesn't watch the games.
Yeah, she doesn't play Dota. Thank you very much.
My lovely fiance watches the games, even though she doesn't really understand it or play Dota at all. That's a supportive relationship.
Hello? What?
Everyone,
Where are you going now?
Everyone loves Dota with supports.
Let's just keep the wives out of the picture, okay?
Oh, okay.
I don't want trouble for you. I don't want trouble for me.
Oh.
I don't like the couch. Please. I don't want to be on the couch.
You're lucky to have a couch. You get the floor. Aegis the Immortal is timed out now. Gabby's still working his way in towards Basher. Get that fun attack speed in. Get some good control.
Are they not trying to get like a Lincoln's or Lotus Orb against the Sun there for the throw? I think he needs it though. Like just...
It's actually really fun to watch Nature's Prophet get the bonus damage from Wrath of Nature, as well as actually having the bonus damage from the Greater Fairy Fire. Makes him hit pretty damn hard. He's plus 155 right now, the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, but click on the Terrorblade. Look at how much armor he has. You think he cares? You think he cares? He has 70% physical resistance.
Okay, the Earthshaker cat just then here has 7 armor.
Oh, they're actually Aegis is out, so they're... But they don't have a Skadi yet.
Tims, you need to protect him here. The blink forward. Armel, they see both, and they split the fissure. They'll go over towards the clockwork. They'll sucker up and towards the air, and we'll see if they can get out of this. And Sinister Gaze pulling the clockwork back down again. He's looking for the angle to hookshot over towards Gabby. Gabby was making himself available, but yeah, it's really not the target they were hoping for.
Tobi, let's be real. He did his job. He died for the core. That's all that matters, you know. Getting out is just whatever. You don't get out, fine. You get out, great, you know. But he did his job.
Well, I love watching March's position. It's like, all right, well, Gabby's farming. So Gabby farms here. I sit here. I can protect him no matter what. Nature's Prophet can do the split push game, building him for Assault Cuirass, actually, for Armel.
Well, I don't know how much you can split push, you know. Dota right now doesn't reward split pushing.
Only if you can get the objective.
So am I not even allowed to talk about that? Because I have to take it, right? So you have to...
Hey, no, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you can extrapolate it into something relevant in this game and it's not just whining, then we're okay. Yes, Assault Cuirass is now done over on Nature's Prophet.
Roshan.
TNC is he's got some time. He may respawn in 15 seconds.
So if it's quick, I think it would benefit Radiant more. Because they have DPLT and Meta right now, so they could actually just take it. But the Dire team has a clockwork to scout it all the time. They have to make sure that... I think if this falls into Geek Fam's hand right now, they just win the game. And TNC needs to control the Roshan, just so that they could keep playing the game. They don't really automatically win the game even if they get the Aegis.
So they do get rewarded with this split push on bottom lane. Like Armel is going to force someone from Geek Fam to come back. And how well do you deal with split push if you're Geek Fam? Like Cuckoo's beginning his...
Terrorblade.
They do have a Terrorblade.
Terrorblade is equal split push / fight you head on, you know?
You see Lich's circles? This area, all of this area on the south. Can we see something?
You have to pay attention to this, you know, like certain teams, you know, I always talk to you about the defending your areas or getting the opponent areas. Geek Fam is a team that prioritizes in defending their areas. You see, they always, if you notice, you take notice to their smokes, they always smoke to defend their jungle. They don't really prioritize attacking so much, but they are really prioritizing in defending their areas, placing a defensive ward and fighting on their area, because they believe that whenever you fight on your area, you have a significant advantage if you're prepared. When you're going to the enemy's area, the enemy might have a ward and you cannot deward it, and it's their turf, you know, so it's not so easy for you to fight. That seems to be their mentality.
Mhm.
And right now, TNC wants to smoke. They realize the utmost importance of this next Roshan.
They really
Do they
want to get
have
rid of that
ops?
Radiant Ops first before this fight begins. They saw it. They 100% see it, but they have to break smoke to get rid of it.
They need to place the ops, Tobi. Like some good ops to like maybe here, like or here. Oh no, Radiant's gonna smoke. They're gonna go behind. Oh, this is a
Yep.
very good smoke. They have a ward here. This ward is great. This is what is gonna give them all the information they need. Oh, this is amazing.
They see a sentry, but they don't see the ward. The other sentry's a little bit too far
What?
away.
They don't see the
March
ward?
has to put no, because they used the sentry over to the side to the left.
Oh, this is
And
bad.
now, well, March, goodbye. You're gonna die for the cause. Maybe you can get the false promise off. Nope, the Fidget on control is gonna be there as Raven really opens up and Troll Wall.
Yes, no buyback on Oracle.
And this is problematic with no buyback on the Oracle. You've lost Necro. He'll be able to buy it back. Patrol Warlord gets the ulti up.
Oh,
They're
the
trying to
TV!
get by the bash. He doesn't get the thunder off. Oh, they can move into a death drop, but Limp is dragging back a perfect instigator. She helps to kill off Patrol Warlord, but a hook shot forward from Tim's. Able to finish off
my
Whitemon,
God.
and that is timing for the bash. Couldn't have come any better. And they just Prophet chasing down the Earthshaker. Invis room will allow Zephyr to escape, but if they didn't get bashed, then maybe Roshan. I suppose
if
Troll
he
is
didn't
dead,
get the
so
bash-
TNC can't go for this, can they?
The Thunder would have definitely came out if he didn't get that bash for sure, 100%. He was so lucky. But
Alright,
some may
yes.
say you make your own luck, Tobi. You make the right play, you get the luck.
Void Spirit, quick little jump in. Looks to get himself back out
Nice.
again. What a position from Tim's. With the cogs pushing him around, but Roshan still going down slowly. They do not want to buy back. There's no Echo Slam. Zephyr, he could blink in on the back of a Fisher, grab the Jaegers, and then force staff back
Oh,
out.
too early,
Okay,
brother.
okay.
Too early,
Hook shot
brother.
from Tim's. He's gonna be there. Yet no information. He's just been totally Reaper side down. Oh, he thought maybe they were a little faster at killing Roshan. He was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, at least he tried. I think it was the right play. Just the timing was way off. So, in the end, Necroforce used his buyback. They got I think it was a 3-for-3 trade, and they got the Aegis. So I think overall a big win for Dire there. Who did they give the Aegis to? Not the Necroforce? Or Nature's Prophet?
Went to Nature's Prophet. Troll was
Oh,
dead.
but Necroforce uses his buyback though, isn't it? I guess Nature's Prophet is the win condition right now. He's the fattest hero.
Necro's also got Necro's got cheese. Like just go shrouded up one cheese. You're fine. Like that's tanky enough as it is.
Yep. And the enemy doesn't have a vessel. They just have the Skadi to stop the healing. So the TB is going for BKB right now. This item is going to be quite important so that he doesn't get blinded by the troll
Hook shot.
fights.
Lich caught out. Woo! That is a lot of damage from an Nature's Prophet still. Against a low armor target like a Lich, who's still dreaming of fetching a 4-staff. And he lost his courier too to boot.
I mean, I miss the good old days where you see chainmails, not chainmail, but the buckler on supports, Puppy was the one who popularized it. You always get the buckler just for that cheap armor. Especially when you're dealing against like all these heroes that has a lot of physical damage. Buying yourself that 1 or 2 extra right clicks before you die actually could mean a lot in a team fight.
Instead, we just have support to have things like False Promise, easy saves. And the orders come from your offlaner. Except for this game, Amel's now finished the Scythe of Vice. So he brought his Disable.
Yep, the
He also
TB
got
has
his level
BKB.
25, so welcome to No Walking Prophet.
TB with his BKB is trying to smoke. They're trying to look at them. Right? They're trying to smoke and reclaim and defend their area once again. Do they have an observer on the Lich? Yes, he has 2. Very important to have observer wards when you're smoking up, so you can do the high ground wards.
They're battling
this is
into
good.
Aegis, Cheese,
Necroforce.
Necro. You only see the illusion.
High ground. They need to stay on the high ground. Listen to Tobi One Kenobi. High ground. High
Oh
ground.
my god! You gotta stop thinking about that one, WinteR.
Okay, I would think about something else. Just take the high ground.
It's obviously a very legitimate thing in Dota with Fog of War, but it's stupid because it's legit when you say it in the game, but it's terrible in the movie. It makes no bloody sense. I'm just gonna go to my happy place and watch Armel farm and Nature's Prophet. That's my happy place.
How long more does the Aegis expire? Is it soon? Oh, 1 more minute. So they have still some time to use the Aegis with this smoke. Oh, they have a double damage control. But the Iradian has a ward set up here. They have good vision, but they don't
Smoke's
have
gonna
the high
break.
ground. They see
Yeah,
the
Central
troll.
Ward gets placed by Tim, so they'll get rid of it. Yeah, they don't want to fight the troll. They'll make troll fight troll.
Burn his mana. I mean, all they need to do right now, Radiant, is to just wait out this next Aegis. Even though they're like 8k behind right now, but TB is the king in this game. He's the one that will be the strongest hero in the game, so they just need to wait out the Aegis. Unfortunately, you can't wait out the cheese, so you have to deal with that. Just wait out the Aegis, try to hug your high ground, play on your vision, defend your wards, your high ground wards if possible, and just try to not take any bad fights against Aegis. Nature's Prophet is just straight up TPing down here.
This
Is
is
there
balls.
vision? Where's the vision?
Hey, remember
Like, how did he just knew that they were there or something?
there is none. There's the outpost.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to clear the creep waves.
Maybe he's just looking for some easy snipes. He does do a bonus 300 damage on his first attack, on top of everything else he's already got. Easy quiver. And he can TP anywhere. No cooldown. At this rate, he's gonna have 30.
Double trillion damage by an axe plus 4 trillion summon. So, you think the red Dota is gonna make a difference?
I just love the level disparity. Like Marge walking around at 14, Armel walking around at 26. No. Not even his trolls close to him. His trolls at 23.
Like, come on, Tobi. He has an Aether Lens. He's happy. How often can you get so many items on supports? And he's almost halfway to his dagger.
I'm sorry. He should be very happy for what he's got, is what you're saying.
I know you. You're that support that always tries to get that extra one wave.
I'm the support who's like,
tax.
it's like, you know what? I'm a silencer. Global silence is very important, but I can also go right click build. That type of person. Yep.
The carry support.
Target.
Tobi's the carry support.
I am actually. That is the way I play. Yapsor is my hero.
I'm not gonna sit around and wait for my TB to carry me. I'm gonna do everything myself.
Great observer sentry down from Geek fan. Trolls walking directly into it. The smoke's already broken. So they should know something's there, but they're rocketing the tree line.
Look at what they're doing again, Tobi. They're just hugging a wall again. Like, this is very, very important how they're playing. They're not stepping into too far away from the vision. They're just always like hugging. This is very, very important because that secures you the high ground vision. That secures you the positioning in the fights. And having the high ground, low ground is also important when you have these wards like this. So TNC is going to deward it and give up the Roshan position, but the Roshan is not spawning yet, so it's not important for them to get over right now.
Really cool from TNC with like, you put treants absolutely everywhere throughout your own jungle. So if Geek fam do want to come over here and farm it, you 100% know, and this allows Armel to play, say more aggressively, just smarter across the map.
Yep, they also have the gem, which is very, very important in this stages of the game. Even if you're winning or losing, right, it's important to get a gem, not just when you're ahead. Because when you're behind, you need the gem to get yourself back in the game by removing all the vision, because sentries are limited right now. So getting a gem is very, very important. And when you're leading, obviously, you want a gem to remove the vision so they cannot split push.
This is so stupid. TNC's on the Radiant side of the map, and Geek Fam's on the Dire side of the map. And they're playing like they belong on that side.
This is just Dota.
Oh, Carl finding his target, but Armel, he's got the Hex. He's got so much damage output. Remember, he's still got BKB available, so he gets BKB and TP away to safety. That is, of course, your 9-second BKB being committed, but you're okay with this. Because he's actually about to finish up a Daedalus. We've actually got full combat profit.
The TB is also getting a Daedalus, but I feel like he should get...
Shouldn't he get MKB?
Butterfly. I think Butterfly is good. Because it deals with, like, the troll doesn't have MKB. I mean, sure, the Nature's Prophet has the quiver. That's just one true strike hit. I mean, it's still great to get the Butterfly. Maybe he's anticipating them to buy MKB, so he's not getting a butterfly. He's going Daedalus. Because I feel like they don't really have damage issues right now. They have a lot of damage.
I was watching Prophet though, having some issues hitting into Raven. Like he's got that 20% evasion talent at level 10, and that was causing a couple of
Oh
problems.
yeah, actually that's a big deal. Yeah, I didn't really get to mention it. Because usually you get the move speed, so you farm a lot faster. You get to places quicker. And this game is actually a very very good game to get the evasion, and that's why he's not getting the butterfly.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Well,
Toby.
spell.
Good to have you around.
I'm here for you, man. I read things. I look at things.
Oh.
Terrorblade Illusions is doing all the scouting they need. And you see all of TNC sitting up on the hillside. You know I love you, WinteR.
I know.
Cuckoo. Looking for a
Don't
jump
run up.
ball with his blink dagger, but he doesn't know what's up on the hill. It's
Don't
all
run
being
up
cleared
that
out with
hill.
the vision.
Don't run up that hill. Right now they're supposed to come here
Ooh,
and take
that's
the
nice.
enemy side.
A Minotaur horn.
Power
Getting
runes.
getting all of our 40-minute items now,
Oh,
so now you
DD.
can get. He gave it to the Terrorblade.
DD. Why does this happen all the time? Every time at a crucial junction, Roshan is spawning and then there will be a random DD coming up.
Hey, you know why they're called action runes, right? Oh, a ninja gear? Hell yeah, you'll take that. You know why they're called action runes? Because they're meant to create action that results in the ending of Dota.
Actions.
That's
Powers.
power runes, action runes. I prefer action runes because it sounds cooler. And it's what they're meant to create. They're meant to make it so teams like, oh, I have the confidence to now
Oh
push and take an
no.
objective.
They're
And
gonna
they
run up the high ground with the DD.
Yeah, and they bottled it too, so they'll get the full duration out of it. Now's the time to go. Clockwork needs to cog block. He needs to cog block. Push the Terrorblade back down again. While the isolated Cuckoo, he blinks forward, instantly evaporates. He'll have to just TP back out again. After buying back, they keep beating Terrorblade totally isolated. He's lost the double damage rune, and Troll Warlord with the Spirit Vessel. They're trying to isolate Raven. A quick force up will try and get him further away, as well
Nice
as the Fisher.
vision.
It blocks off the line. And we'll see how much TNC still got left. Troll Warlord has no PKP, no Satanic, and the Echo Slam connects from Zephyr. Troll Warlord, he got protected just long enough they can get the Reaper Scythe down. Boy Spirit brought into the afterlife. He has buyback available back to the main target though. Cuckoo. Gabby moves towards him. Tims will lose his own life for it. They'll gather the gem. They'll kill off Cuckoo.
Oh, that's a
who has
dieback.
no buyback available. And look at the pressure being applied. Terrorblade will not have metamorphosis for this defense. And TNC's patience, it looks like it's finally going to pay off.
They have nothing right now. No Chain Frost, no Echo Slam, no Metamorphosis. And TNC using that Nature's Prophet late game buyback to a full extent of how well you can use it. That's a very very good executed fight from TNC.
Only Void Spirit has buyback now for the Geek fan.
Tobi, tell me what happened there. Who lost the fight? The team that ran up the high ground.
It was the isolated Raven double damage. You thought you had confidence, now you've lost your ES, and now you've pretty much lost the game, but it's not going to stop Carl from trying to crack the back lines. Oracle with his false promise himself. Gabby very, very low. The Yule Scepter up in the woods, the aerial hit the ground, but now Gabby just goes to work, killing off the Void, killing off the tier 3 tower. They just play perfectly around the cogs, perfectly around their own positioning. And they will end the game now, TNC, to take a 1-game lead here in the lower bracket final. There's just no real answer to any initiation the Geek fam can do. They're looking to do something. They can Chain Frost. Isolating out the Clockwork, but Raven, hexed up, false promised up, trying to retreat away. Even a full bounce duration Lich Chain Frost, they just don't care. The Radiant Ancient will be taken out.
I think they needed to go to the other entrance. You know the place where they smoked up and they tried to run up the ramp near the river. I think they needed to go to the second ramp, the ramp further up, near the bounty rune. Because if they would have gone from the other way around, so they have a better angle of attacking. Because if you think about being on TNC's perspective, right, you know the smoke is probably coming. So which side of the high ground would you cover? You would cover the one on the right with the high ground ward, and you would maybe cover the one further up as well, nearer to the river. But you are probably not going to cover the one towards the secret shop. That is actually the best angle the Radiant team wants to smoke up with the double damage rune. I think that would be the perfect way to run up the ramp, but not the ramp that they chose to run up. That was a very, very risky ramp.
Yeah. It's really crazy. Like when we look at it, it's like, oh, look, a double damage rune. This is going to be Raven's time to shine, and he can't even get up the hill.
Rune of
He-
Destiny.
Mhm. It's- I think like KP was one of the early ones to find just remove the double damage rune. You're not coming in. Just it's great decision making from TNC to understand how they could win this late game, and they just played it right. They just waited everything out, and Geek Fam, maybe you also ask yourself the question, like, what happens if you try to push a little earlier? What happens if you tried to force the issues? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
because we were talking like 6 minutes, 7 minutes into the game. Like, how are you going to approach it then? Your first exorcism, having Raven push down towers. Uh, but I felt like they were never able to really capitalize on that momentum, and Armel was always on the side lanes,
Yeah,
always pushing out.
I just feel like the game is lost because of like the strategy, how they are playing, the concept, what kind of concept that one team is utilizing, and what kind of concept the other team. Like TNC is the team that's using for what I feel like is the better concept. It's easier to execute, and
Mhm.
even though they were obviously they were kind of they made kind of few important mistakes in the game as well that put them in a bad spot, after taking a couple of good fights. But overall, I just feel like those are the small things, like which side of the map you're choosing to play, which area you're defending, and when you have a lead. Geek Fam had the lead from the lane. Cuckoo had a brilliant laning phase, but they didn't
Yeah.
utilize the DP to get the tower early. They were very contented in defending their area despite having a lead.
Yep.
So even though that was something that I didn't like, but that didn't lose the game. In the end, it was just the decision making on how they want to take a team fight, which ward they're gonna use, which ram that they're gonna go up.
Mhm. Well, they don't have a lot of time to get their minds back in the right space, but we will have ourselves a short break and come back and see if TNC will be able to 2-0 and get a rematch against Fnatic, or can Geek Fam continue the lower bracket run and get into that grand final by forcing a game 3? We'll find out after the break.